All right, welcome to Nishade's House of Crochet. We are live, and we are going to start on these granny squares. I hope everybody is doing okay. Let me check to make sure that everything okay. So I see the live there. Okay, I see the live there. And then let me check Facebook because I am also going to be live on Facebook as well. Let's see. Uh, okay, let's see if it works. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it does. This is my first time doing the simulcast. I think so. Hold on. All right. Okay. Hopefully that works. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started with these granny squares. And I have one, two, three, four, five. I have five of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to first lay them out. And the way that I'm going to lay them out will allow me to basically create a tote. And so how was it out? Hold on. Y'all have to bear with me here. All right. So we're gonna okay, here we go. Mm, we'll put this one in the middle. All right, so I have this side, this is a side, and I know you can't see that well, but this is a side and this is a side. So I'm going to connect these together and let me just determine which yarn I'm going to use. And you can use a crochet hook. You can use a crochet hook or you can use the darning needle, which is a yarn needle. I'm going to use the yarn needle. Here we go. And all it is, it's just like a needle that you sew with, but it's just large enough. It has a large enough hole so that you can put the yarn in it and sew it through. And so let me determine which color. I think I'm gonna use. I think I'm gonna use the. No, I don't have enough of that. Hmm. What color should I use? What I did with these granny squares is I started off with this one right here. And so I interchanged the colors. And then for each one, I started with a different color so that I would end. So I would have a different color pattern. And that's how I did it. But now we're going to determine like what the seams will look like and what color the handle will be. And I don't really want white because if I choose white, then that'll get dirty really quickly. So I'm leaning towards one of the darker colors. So it's either going to be the gray or the blue because I don't have enough of this mustard color. Okay, so let's see. Oh shoot. Hold on just a second. Babe, can you do me a favor, please? Can you get me in the closet right here? Looking for this gray yarn right here. It should be in the bottom, one of the bottom rows. So yeah, so this is gonna be a tote bag. I haven't really said what it's gonna be while I was creating it, but it's gonna be a tote bag. And let me show you. Um, let me see if I can show you what it's gonna look like. Um, let's see, because it's really cute. I've never seen one like this before, but if you can see right there, I think I have a larger picture. Hold on. because this is gonna be really cute. And I think I'm gonna make some more of them. Okay. Oh, that's green. Let me see. Okay, this is a better picture. So this is what it's gonna look like. And so I'm super excited because I really, really like that. And if you anything like me, I love a good tote bag. And I have been really, really carrying around my beach bag. It has really kind of become my tote bag. And I don't know. I have so much stuff in it, and I wish I would have made the handles a lot bigger. It has become my yarn tote bag, and as you can see, I did the top part. I did those in single crochet, but look how skinny the straps are. So this was my first time making it, but I feel like I did a really good job with this one. If you can see the bottom there, but I just stuff my yarn in it, so it really holds anything, honestly. Let me see. I'm gonna have to get up and go get this yarn. Hold on. No, that's not it. It's like a darker one. Hold on. Thank you, babe. I appreciate you looking. Uh, let's see. It might be. I'm coming, y'all. I thought I was prepared, but that was the only thing that I didn't calculate was the not having the yarn that I needed to choose for the doggone straps. Okay. Um, I got so much yarn, it's ridiculous. Well, I might have to end up using the blue instead of the gray. And I only have a little bit of the blue. Oh my goodness. This is annoying. I wonder if I know I had another one. Okay, I'm gonna just use the blue. Hopefully it'll be enough to get me through. But if not, I guess I'll have to go and buy some. I don't need to be buying no more yarn. Uh, let me see. Oh, here goes some more blue. Okay. Okay, so we're good. I could use the blue. Okay, here we go. All right. I found it. Okay, I found the blue. All right, so we're going to use the blue color in order to make the handles and the top rim of the tote bag. And y'all let me know if y'all have any questions in the comments, or if you're working on something and you have a question about that or you need some help or whatever, let me know what you're working on. Okay. All right, so we're going to start. And first, we're going to thread the needle. And like I said, the needle is big enough. Like it's the hole is big enough to fit the yarn. So you just pinch it like that and then just put it through. There we go. All right. So We're gonna pull through enough to hopefully make it through. All right. Okay, so how we're gonna do this is we have one for the bottom, and then we have the rest of them on the sides. So we're going to take and put them together like this, and then we're gonna go along the edges and sew into each stitch. All right. And so hopefully this goes by pretty quickly. It usually does. All right. I hope this blue looks good though, because I really didn't want to use this color. All right. And then what I'm doing is I'm going underneath each stitch and pulling it through instead of going through each stitch. So I'm going underneath here and pulling it through, and then underneath on the other side. That's all I'm doing. So we'll see what it looks like when I get done. So I don't really know exactly what I'm gonna work on. Well, I do. I'm lying. I do know what I'm gonna work on next. I really do want to make a couple more of these kufi hats because I really like them. And they're easy to make too. It's real easy, quick and simple. You can get it done within a few hours, and you don't have to work on it, for a couple of days. So if I worked on these, probably I don't know, maybe 4 hours a day, I probably could push out maybe like three or so. But I like working on little simple projects just because I don't like having to my mind be all over the place. So I be trying to stay focused because I have a lot of projects that are unfinished, and that ain't what we want. A lot of unfinished projects. So I eventually go back to them though, and if I go back to it and I don't feel like doing it, I'll just take it apart. But generally, I'll go back to it and I'll be okay with finishing it. uh But that's the one thing I do love about crochet because you can literally, if you don't like it, you can either turn it into something else or you can take it apart. And when you take it apart, you could go a whole different direction. And that's what I love about it. And for me, what the thrill is for it is the transformation because I could just take something, I could take this piece of yarn and I could make it look so beautiful. And I think that's why I like those. What do you call those? The that's on HGTV. Those shows where they be renovating the houses because it go from literally a piece of crap to something just so beautiful. But the other thing that is not taken into consideration is the work that goes on in between it, and that is definitely equivalent to what it takes to get crochet done because people don't really realize how many hours and hours and hours we spend on these projects. Um, because I know my first, what was that? My first hexagon sweater. That thing took me a long time to get finished. A long time. Like weeks. Weeks. But it's all a labor of love. It's definitely a labor of love for sure. That's another reason why I just be like, I'm just gonna stick to it as being something that I like to do and not try to, be filling orders and stuff because the people don't realize how time consuming this is. And if you work another job or if you got kids or, you know, you don't really have time to be taking weeks or days to finish one project. So yeah. Oh, you know what? No, I'm gonna go back. I keep switching up the stitches. I'll call you back, sir. But yeah, and people think also too because when they see like our videos that we make because it's most of the time they're sped up videos and we only show like a little small portion like seconds of work that we're doing, that it's just real simple and easy, but that is not the case. But even still, it's definitely something that I just love. I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the process, fell in love with just all of it and the community because I went on TikTok and started posting and started just like going live with my crochet stuff. And baby, let me tell you, I never knew, never ever knew how big the crochet community is over there. Absolutely. And so supportive. They're really, really supportive. Oh man, I need to pay attention. Hold on. Okay, I went under that one. Okay, there we go. Which let me see. Which page? Okay, there we go. All right. But yeah, you definitely have to and then that's another thing too. The beauty of this particular process is that you definitely don't have to be perfect. You don't have to get it perfect. There are always going to be imperfections because we're not robots. We're not robots, so we're not going to, it's going to be imperfections here and there, but it's the labor of love. It's the love that you put into it. You definitely have to love it in order to spend all these hours and hours and hours doing these projects. Because as you can see, honey, even just doing this, sewing up the sewing the granny squares together, it's time consuming. Okay. I still ain't figured out. But can you see if I'm live on Facebook? I don't think it's gonna show me because I'm logged in as me. It's got the little red thing around it. Huh? No? Mm, I don't know what's happening with it then. Let me see. Stream. I hit the stream button. Oh, okay. So that one.